And the angel of the Lord went up from Gilgal to the place of weepers and said, I led you out of Egypt, and I brought you to the land for which I swore to your fathers, and promised that I should not make void my covenant with you into without end, so only that ye should not smite bond of peace with the dwellers of this land, and that ye would destroy their altars, and you would not hear my voice. Why did ye these things? Wherefore I would not do them away your face, that ye have them enemies, and that their gods be to you into falling. And when the angel of the Lord spake these words to all the sons of Israel, they raised their voice and wept. And the name of the place was called the place of weepers, either of tears, and they offered their sacrifices to the Lord. Then Joshua let the people go, and the sons of Israel went forth, each man into his possession, that they should get it. And they served the Lord in all the days of Joshua, and of the elder men that lived after him long time, and knew all the great works of the Lord, which he had done with Israel. Forsooth, Joshua, son of Nun, servant of the Lord, was dead of 100 years and 10, and they buried him in the ends of his possession, in Timnath of Heres, in the hill of Ephraim, at the north coast of the hill Gash. And all that generation was gathered into to their fathers, and other men of Israel rose up, that knew not the Lord, and the works which he had done with Israel. And the sons of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord, and they served Balaam and Ashtaroth, and forsook the Lord God of their fathers, that led them out of the land of Egypt. And they pursued alien gods, the gods of peoples that dwelled in the compass of them, and worshipped those gods. And they stirred the Lord to great wrath, and they forsook him, and served Baal and Ashtaroth. And the Lord was wroth against Israel, that he betook them into the hands of ravishers, the which took them and sold them to enemies that dwelled by compass, and they might not again stand their adversaries. But whithersoever they would go, the hand of the Lord was on them, that is, to torment them, as he spake and swore to them. And they were tormented greatly. And the Lord raised judges that delivered them from the hands of destroyers, but they would not hear them. And they did fornication, that is, idolatry, with alien gods, and worshipped them. Soon they forsook the way by which their fathers entered, and they heard the commandments of the Lord, and did all things contrary. And when the Lord raised up judges in their days, he was bowed by mercy, and he heard the wailings of them that were tormented, and he delivered them from the slaying of their destroyers. Soothly, after that the judge was dead, they turned again, and did many things greater and evil than their fathers did. And they pursue alien gods, and served them, and worshipped them. They left not their own findings, and the hardest way by which they were wont to go. And the strong vengeance of the Lord was wroth against Israel. And he said, For this people hath made void my covenant, which I covenanted with their fathers, and have despised to hear my voice. Also, I shall not do away the folks which Joshua left and was dead, that in them I assay Israel, whether they keep the way of the Lord, and go therein, as their fathers kept it, either nay. Therefore the Lord left alive these nations, and he would not destroy them soon, neither he betook them into the hands of Joshua.